In America, half of every dollar spent on brand medicines goes to entities who don't make them. While middlemen like PBMs and 340B hospitals drive up costs, Biopharma is investing $500 billion in new infrastructure and manufacturing here at home, and helping patients buy medicines directly at lower prices. Tell Washington to end middlemen markups and put American patients first. Visit phrma.org/middlemen.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
This is Optimal Living Daily. Weak Communication Habits You Should Shed by Isaac Morehouse of isaacmorehouse.com. And I'm Justin Malik. Welcome back to the podcast where I read an article to you every day of the year with permission from the authors. And I'm going to keep it up, so let's get right to it as we optimize your life. Weak Communication Habits You Should Shed by Isaac Morehouse of isaacmorehouse.com. There are small ways that good people can damage their reputation and social capital with their communication. The obvious culprits of bad grammar, typos, spelling errors, or too much text are, of course, important to avoid, but there are a few other communication habits that can hurt just as much, but get little attention. All of these habits share in common a lack of clarity, resolve, and what Napoleon Hill would call definiteness of purpose. They signal doubt, weakness, a divided mind, and leave the recipient with ambiguity. Avoid them. The "I'm not sure if I'm serious" sentence ending. I've been seeing a lot of haha and LOL these days creeping into everything from Facebook comments to professional email exchanges. I'm not a language purist, nor do I espouse formal writing over a laid-back and conversational approach. The problem with ending sentences with LOLZ or some other silly word is not that it's too conversational, it's that it's bad conversation. I've had several email or text exchanges like this. Me: how did the interview go? Young person: went really well, I think, though I think I struggled a little on the first question, haha. If this were a verbal conversation, the haha would be equally uncomfortable. I imagine someone looking down at their shoes with a muffled laugh. What does it mean? Did you struggle or not? Why hedge your clearly stated opinion with a haha? Someone who gives a sheepish chuckle after everything they say comes across as lacking confidence and doubting their own words. Say what you want to say. It can be serious or controversial or funny, but just say it and don't back away from it with a vague textual giggle. The indecisive meeting time. Person wanting a phone call or meeting: hey, I'd love to talk for 20 minutes about my project with you. Would you be up for it? Me: sure, I'm flexible anytime after 11 a.m. on Wednesday and Thursday next week. Pick a time and send me an invite. Person: cool, I'm around both of those times and free all day. Give me a call. This one makes me near apoplectic. Email exchanges aren't free, neither is calendar carving and scheduling. I clearly gave 2 windows of time and specifically asked for one 20-minute slot to be chosen. Why didn't you just send me a specific time, preferably as a calendar invite? And what does it mean I'm free all day for a call? Really? You'll literally pick up and answer no matter when I call? You won't be in the bathroom at all that day or on the phone with anyone else? I know you won't actually be free every minute, and if I call and you don't pick up, now we've got to start the scheduling process all over again. Pick a time, give it to me, stick to it. The response to immaterial items while ignoring the main question. A good rule of thumb is to not make more than one ask in a single communication, or what you really want could get overlooked. It seems even an email with a single ask can fail to communicate the main point if you're sending it to a vague communicator. I've learned to eliminate as much small talk or bits of detail from emails as possible, not just because it saves me time, but because some people will respond to things that demand no response and seemingly forget about the important part. Me: sorry for the late response. I was out of the country for my anniversary. I agree with your assessment of the article, and I would just add that it needs a tighter opening. What do you think is the main point you're trying to drive home? Discombobulated communicator: oh wow, that sounds really cool. Where did you travel? Hope it was warmer than the weather we've been having here, LOL. No, I am not emailing you about my travels or the weather. I'm emailing you about the article you're working on. Was this a quick social response while you think things over to give me a more in-depth response to my actual question later? If so, why didn't you tell me that? Am I supposed to remove this email from my inbox and move on? Or do I need to respond to your non-response and re-ask the question? Find the core reason for my communication and respond to that before thinking about anything else. The failure to switch methods. Sometimes I get messages via Facebook or LinkedIn. Typically, my first response includes my email address with an explicit ask that we move the conversation to email. This ask alone ends many conversations. I'm not sure why, but a lot of people's desire to get their question answered is so weak that they won't even endure the cost of switching to email. Why ask it in the first place? Worse still is the person who responds okay, or doesn't respond at all, then proceeds to lay out the entire discussion on the platform I just asked to move away from. I've asked 3 times in some threads and still had the request ignored. Some people even go so far as to call me unannounced and unscheduled. Telephone is my absolute least favorite form of communication, even after I've told them explicitly in past conversations that I always prefer email unless absolutely necessary, and if a call is warranted, I'd rather schedule it. Respect the medium, or if it's not important enough to switch, don't start the conversation in the first place. The earlier in the thread, amnesia. If a long email chain has lain dormant for 6 months, it's acceptable to ask for a quick recap on some past points. But in the span of a few days, when a multi-email thread has been going back and forth, it sends a bizarre signal when you ask a question already answered or make a point that completely ignores earlier portions of the discussion. Refresh yourself on the thread before each response. If wording is unclear, ask, don't assume. The solution: be definite. None of these bad habits are about writing ability or subject matter mastery. They seem to me to reflect a lack of confidence or a lack of focus or a lack of respect for other people's time and mental energy or a lack of respect for your own time or an avoidance of accountability to your own words or just laziness. I'm not entirely sure, but I do know that they make the person you're communicating with tired, which will make them think twice before texting you about an opportunity because they know the conversational cost is high and it might end with a lack of clarity about next steps. Decide what you want to say. Say it. Mean it. Respond to the core question first. Respond in the manner requested. Respond promptly and consistent with prior communications. Don't start a conversation you're not willing to drive to the finish. You just listened to the post titled, Weak Communication Habits You Should Shed by Isaac Morehouse of isaacmorehouse.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. I don't know about you, but for me, holiday traditions are all about the memories. And what if you could give a gift this season that brings those memories to life every day of the year? Well, with AuraFrame, you can. For my family, it's not about gifts, but spending quality time, playing games, having dinner, and taking photos. And I've been adding those photos to my AuraFrame on display in my home all year long. It's super easy. Just download the Aura app and connect to Wi-Fi and share photos and videos straight from your phone anytime. You can't wrap togetherness, but you can frame it. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code OLD at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code OLD. This exclusive Black Friday Cyber Monday deal is their best of the year, so order now before it ends. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. It's time for Black Friday, Dell Technologies' biggest sale of the year. That's right, you'll find huge savings on select Dell PCs like the Dell 16 Plus with Intel Core Ultra processors. And with built-in advanced AI features, it's the PC that helps you do more faster. From smarter multitasking to extended battery life, these PCs get the busy work done so you can focus on what matters most to you. Plus, earn Dell rewards and enjoy many other benefits like free shipping, expert support, price match guarantee, and flexible financing options. They also have the biggest deals on accessories that pair perfectly with your Dell PC, improving the way you work, play, and connect. Whether you just started holiday shopping or you're finishing up, these PCs and accessories make perfect gifts for everyone on your list. Shop now at Dell.com/deals and don't miss out. That's Dell.com/deals. Thank you to Isaac. Laughing can be a bit of a defense mechanism. You say something you believe, but you feel a little insecure about it, or you're worried about how it will be received, so you add that little laugh at the end. I do this a lot, for sure. I'm generally a shy introvert after all. See, I'm adding a laugh right there. That's why I bring it up. It's something to be aware of. We're trying to soften the statement a little bit, and that's a way of protecting ourselves and actually almost making fun of ourselves before someone else gets the chance to. So if you've been bullied in the past, maybe you're more likely to do this. Not 100% sure, but it wouldn't surprise me. It's then like if someone comes back at us or disagrees or whatever, it doesn't feel like such a direct rejection or attack. We already did it to ourselves, really. Again, protection, but not great because it really does undermine what we're trying to say and shows a lack of confidence. If someone is asking how many sales you have and you say 100 with a little laugh at the end, I'd probably assume you're selling something pretty cheap and aren't confident in yourself and your sales. But say it completely straight and confidently, well, then maybe each sale is worth $10,000, or maybe it's houses worth millions. It's a good one to think about. So thank you to Isaac, and thank you. I appreciate you being here and listening every day. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.